competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline, it's running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Right under your feet. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete that puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline, it's running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete the puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline, it's running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete that puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline, it's running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete the puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline, it's running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my games. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete that puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master. Fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master, fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time taking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline, it's running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my gaze. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I seek. I'll complete the puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master, fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect place. Time ticking, heart racing. Gotta keep up the pace. Feeling the adrenaline, it's running through my veins. I'm the puzzle king. No one can beat my gaze. Jigsaw puzzle is my obsession. It's true, I conquer them too. The thrill of the chase, satisfaction I see. I'll complete the puzzle in the blink of an eye. Puzzling is my game, you know I'm the master, fitting all the pieces faster and faster. Competition's on, I'm ready to compete. I'll finish that puzzle right under your feet. Putting every piece in its perfect.
All right, good morning everyone and welcome to today's competition. Can I get a wave from all our participants this morning? Yeah, fantastic. Great to have you with us. And welcome to our friends and family and puzzle friends from around the world joining us for this 50 plus competition. This is a competition for participants who have not yet done 6 puzzles or more on a first attempt under 50 minutes, but some are really close, and who knows, maybe if this puzzle suits some people today, maybe they'll move out of the club, or let's say graduate. And I'd like to welcome my co-host this morning, Daniela.
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. I see people in the chat from Indonesia.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, Arya.
Yes.
So Arya, he's going to be our first participant from Indonesia, actually taking place in Indonesia. We do have an Indonesian living in Germany, but there is a package on its way to Indonesia. And yeah, looking forward to, yeah, finally he can watch the stream that's not in the middle of the night, yes. So this time zone is a bit more favorable to people living on the other side of the world. Yeah, so today the theme is social puzzling, and this is a theme that's very close to the heart of Daniela. She also had a theme last week which also fit very well, which was event organization. And yeah, so Daniela, tell us, what does social puzzling mean to you?
Okay, well, for me, social puzzling is expanding your love for puzzles and sharing with other people around you. And then building, let's say, this connection with the people who share the same love you do for puzzling, but connecting, talking to each other, being together, enjoying this joy, let's say, of puzzling. Yeah.
Yeah, and so tell us what you have done to increase social puzzling in the Netherlands, but also around the world.
Yes, so well, let me start by this. I love really puzzling, and I love speed puzzling, but I noticed that my power lied on connecting people around puzzling. So that's why I said, okay, I still do speed puzzling and I love it. But I decided to, let's say, to invest my energy on helping the community to grow and spread this love for puzzles. I repeat already so many times, but it is like it is. So I started in the Netherlands by organizing the travel puzzle that traveled through Benelux. This helped us as well to settle the association. That was a very nice step there. And I got help from USA, yeah? From the association who already have done that. So then I noticed like, wow, you just need to connect people because the community is so friendly. So if you try them, they will help you. So then I decided to try a different stuff. We have one lady in our group, Mariam, who said, yeah, but it's difficult to meet physically. What if we schedule puzzle meetups where we puzzle together, but we just chat and talk about puzzles? And this is how we started to formalize every 6 weeks, more or less, we do this. Till I had this international puzzle day event with Educa. And when I connected with them, I explained that I wanted to do with this activity something else, not the typically receiving a puzzle and everybody puzzling the same, but then doing something for the communities. And this is where I explained them the social puzzling concept that is about getting together to enjoy puzzling, but connecting with your people. And they like it very much because apparently they have been in the business of puzzle for many years. Puzzles are linked always with people who wants to be alone at home. And that's true, because sometimes I just connect with my puzzle and I do nothing, and then I make an abstraction from the world. But when I present them this concept of, no, let's get together through the puzzles. The puzzling is just what facilitates the idea of getting together. They love it very much. They love it very much. And this is how we define like the campaign, let's say, of International Puzzling Day will be about getting together. What to do in your groups, it doesn't matter, because it really, you need to do as a group something that you like. The point was getting together, and I received 300 more pictures of people around the world for a week, where they were sharing everything that they have done. In parallel, we opened in that time a giveaway online, because sometimes you cannot drive really far to meet your associations. So we wanted to include as well the people that was participating online. And then the point was to participate in the giveaway, send us a puzzle, but you need to be in the picture with your puzzle partner. And people got like, oh, they are, let's say, used to have a kind of, for giveaways on contests, limitation on amount of pieces or a certain brand or something. No, here it was about you sharing your masterpiece with that you have done with your partner. And then, yeah, I started to get a lot of very beautiful pictures, families. So people really fanatic, sending me multiple pictures every day. It was very, very,
Oh,
very
that sounds
rewarding.
wonderful. Yeah, so for those that weren't aware of the campaign for International Puzzle Day, it was that Educa sent a 2,000-piece puzzle. It was the same 2,000-piece puzzle to all of the puzzle associations around the world. And then for the week of International Puzzle Day, the associations had to organize something where they got together and, yeah, everybody did the same puzzle. So that was really nice. And then so the different associations organized get-togethers, and
some of them organized competitions, some of them organized dinners. So then all the tables full of food and puzzles. So it was very nice. We organized in the Netherlands a meetup, and it was fun because a lot of people, we are thirsty for speed puzzling competitions. And specifically for that case, we said, no, we are going to do demonstration of speed puzzling. So we had a Marche, for example, puzzling super fast for us. but we wanted to get together. So we designed different activities where people needed to interact and share and be present. Simple, puzzle swap or puzzle chess or just mingle.
Yeah, something that you have to do with another person. And yeah, I think that's such a great concept because, you know, puzzling is something that's usually seen as an activity that we do at home, we do it alone. So we also ask our participants to give us ideas like how can we make puzzling more social? And a lot of the things that you mentioned are there. So organizing puzzle swaps, getting the associations should organize get-togethers, and we do have several associations that have like monthly meetups. I've just heard that Latvia has 2 weekly meetups. So every 2 weeks they have a meetup where everyone can come and just puzzle socially. We're actually going to be speaking with Elina later in the competition. She's going to tell us what's happening in Latvia. And yeah, also people said things about in public spaces. So puzzling in a public space where people see it and people want to stop and look. And SJ just wrote in the chat, 6 of us met up yesterday to practice for the Europeans. We practiced in a busy public building and so many people stopped to watch us. They all looked so delighted and happy. Puzzles are magic. And yeah, I think it's just about more of us showing our hobby that it can be done in a public space. It can be done in a shared social environment. And I think that will inspire many people. All right, so it looks like we are ready to do the reveals. So everyone, you may unwrap your puzzle and remove the stickers. Let's see what we have today. Yeah, so I'll share more of the comments from our participants as we go through the competition.
Yeah, and I bring as well for today some nice initiatives happening in the puzzle world made by other puzzlers or community builders around the world. That yeah, in between I will be commenting about that.
Yes, okay. So yeah, just check that the lid comes off easily and then place the closed box back on the middle of the table so I know that you are ready to go. Oh, and happy birthday to SJ. She received a package of sunshine puzzles with Mr. Burgerman, the Mr. Burgerman collection. So that's a lovely gift for a birthday. Okay, so just waiting for someone to remove their stickers. And greetings to Laura from Carl. Go Hungary. Okay, everyone's puzzle is ready to go. Let's do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Puzzle! Good luck, everybody.
I think those are colorful houses, right, Michelle?
Yes, exactly. This is... Oh, hang on a moment.
I recognize the puzzle. Let me check. I have done it, I think.
Yeah, so the puzzle we're doing today is called Maisons multicolores from Nathan. So this is the sub-brand, the French sub-brand of Ravensburger. So it's the same Ravensburger cut. And we have a photo that's been colorized with every house a different color. There we go. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of the other Nathan that we did, which also had a blue sky and lots of like branches sticking into it, but luckily it's just a smaller section. So the other one we did with the lantern path also had a similar sky, but this section is a lot smaller, thankfully.
I've done it back in March. I see on my log.
Oh yes, I think it was from Ulala. I think you borrowed it from Ulala.
Yes, exactly. It's part of the rental box of Ulala. It's a very good puzzle for speed puzzling. Very nice selection.
Yes,
and Nathan is really good quality. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see here. We have today, I'm going to start in the middle of the alphabet. I'm going to start at L. Yeah, so I think, maybe a few people have done it. It does look like one that would appeal to speed puzzling with the nice colorful sections. Letizia. Okay. Letizia, both of your cameras. Oh no, okay, I've got you. Now your second camera's working. Okay, so on screen we have Larissa. I don't know where she is from. We have Laura from Hungary, Le Puzzle de Blitz from France, Lena from Lithuania, Linda from the Netherlands, and Letizia from Switzerland. So yeah, at this stage, we're going to be seeing still a lot of flipping going on. Actually, Ellie says that she saw it in France a few days ago. Yeah, I think it might be that it came up in a French competition. There's a lot happening in France at the moment. There's lots of local competitions, and I feel like I have seen it on Instagram recently. So yeah, so feel free to put your prediction in the chat, what the finishing time might be. Keep in mind this is the 50+ group, and it is a photo, not an illustration. So at this stage, I can see Letizia is pulling out the sky. There's just a blue corner of sky. Otherwise, it looks like the others are pulling out the edges. Let's see who else we have with us today.
So in between, Kiran, I have you on camera, and then your puzzle box is blocking the building, so we cannot see. Great, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so how did you start this one? Daniela, do you remember what your strategy was?
Yes, I because I love sorting, I sorted almost everything by color. And then inside of each group of color, I started to identify the textures. That was they were very easy to notice. And then from left to right, at the bottom, let's say, of where you have the fence, it's very funny because I can recognize easier the small details than lines, the straight lines. So the fence was the tricky part for me. Yeah, shouldn't be, but it was.
So which one was tricky for you?
At the bottom, you have like a fence.
Ah, yes.
It's a simple one. So those colors and the lines, I don't know why it went. It was they were tricky for me. And then I finished by the sky. That was not really a lot. But then literally from left to right.
Okay.
And have you done this puzzle?
I have. I kind of tripped up on it. I kind of assumed it would be easy. And then like 5 minutes into it, I was like, what am I doing? Like, this is, why did it's a photo. And I think I made the wrong, yeah, I think I started somewhere in the middle. I think because yellow, it always jumps out at me. So I wanted to do the yellow house, but it's repeating. So you have like a window on the lower section, and it's the same window above. There are repeating elements. It's not that just, oh, this house is green or this house is yellow. It's like the same, you have the same window frame at lower and above. So sometimes you're not sure which one is lining up. And something that's tricky with buildings is you have a lot of lines, well, which can be very helpful, but sometimes it just gets confusing having the lines, I think. So yeah, 5 to 10 minutes into it, I was thinking, okay, maybe this is not as easy as I thought.
For this one, I remember I got, I usually do 1 hour 20 something. I am really around that range.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get better, but I don't get slower. Considering that I haven't been puzzling in a while because of the event, I started this week, and still 1 hour 20 that's my average.
Mm-hmm. So that was your time for this one?
Yeah. 123, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, so on screen we have Lisa from Denmark, Lisa from Denmark. Then we have Louisa from Australia, Madara from Latvia, Maya from Finland, Mandy from the Netherlands, and Marila from Germany. So starting to see some borders being put together. Mandy already has quite a lot of the border done, looking really good there. Yeah, so at this point it looks like everyone on screen is starting with the border. And yeah, and several people have like piles of blue. So you can see on Lisa's table, Maya's and Marila's, that they have a little pile of blue set aside. So yeah, that would make sense. That's a good section to sort, just to reduce the amount of pieces in the pile.
My first Nathan was what you had. I made it with you, Michelle. It was like what's the name of that in English? A peacock.
Oh,
The scene of the window.
oh yes, that one was called like interior, like a peacock interior by a Japanese artist.
Yeah, I really like it. I keep it because I really like it. And I was surprised about the brand. And then I investigated more, and indeed, a branch of Ravensburger.
Yeah, so it is the same Ravensburger cut. It does feel like, even though it's made in the same factory, somehow it gives me the impression that there is like a bit more of a glossier finish. But I don't even know if that makes sense, if it's all the same materials, but somehow they just seem to be a little bit more shinier, have a little bit more glare than the regular Ravensburger. And so what's interesting about Nathan is that they have very different illustrations and images compared to Ravensburger. So Ravensburger has a lot more photos, landscape photos, and we're very familiar with all the images from Ravensburger, and it's just nice to have the same quality but with a whole different catalogue of images. There's some things there that make no sense to me at all. They must be like some French cartoons or some French icons, because I look at them and I'm thinking, what is this? Like, it makes no sense. But they chose it for a puzzle, so maybe it's something that's popular in France. And then they also have some really, really hard ones, like it's just a sky from space with like black with white stars, and they have some really difficult ones. But this one looks fun and looks like it would be good for a speed puzzling competition. So on screen we have Maria from Finland, Maria H from Finland, Maria R from Slovakia, Maria TB from Sweden, and Marilis from Estonia, Marina from Sweden, and Marius from Poland.
I've made yesterday from Nathan Betty Boop in Paris. So the let's say 3/4 of the puzzle was really easy for me, but then a lot of letters. That's a nice challenge I like. Then I slow down.
Yeah, so we have, I can see Maria H has already started to, she's got the full pink border on the left. So the first house on the left is a pink house, and you can see she started to attach some of the black windows and some of the pink bricks to that one. This style of image reminded me a lot of Color Boom Stairs, where it was potentially a black and white photo that then was colorized, so it has really intense colors. Did it remind you of like the Color Boom Stairs with the kind of
Yes, and I remember that Victor started by the staircase, and then he completed the rest of the colors. So here, again, with this fence, it was, I don't know why, it was difficult for me to recognize. It's really how your brain works. It's amazing.
Yeah, I feel like I did better here on the staircase and the fence on this image than I did with the buildings. But I think I also, I could have, if I were to do it again, I would do my strategy differently. I won't say now because it's still quite early in the piece where I think I went wrong. But let's see how our participants choose to get on. So we also have Marcus K from Estonia, Marilyn from Estonia, Milka from Finland, Muni from Germany, Natalie from Germany, and Rachel from Denmark. Yeah, on Muni's image on the bottom left, you can see she's pretty much sorted everything, actually. This is very interesting. So she hasn't connected a lot, but she's basically placing everything in its color section.
Yeah, wow.
So it looks like she's pulling the pieces out of the box, and as she pulls out of the box, she very carefully places them roughly with the other pieces of that color, and you can start to see the image forming without the connections. Very interesting there. Oh, and Nia just wrote that she's bought this one to try. Do you mean this one here? Or do you mean the sunshine puzzles? Yeah, so it looks like maybe Nia has will be doing this one in the near future. So any predictions, feel free to write it in the chat. But yeah, mostly borders at this stage with lots of blue piles being sorted out. Yeah, so with the 50 plus club, it is more tricky to guess times, and it's also more tricky to guess who might be in the top 10. It's pretty much anybody's game because these are the up-and-coming speed puzzlers. These are not the typical names that we see on a weekly basis being in the top 10. There's a lot more unfamiliar names, and of course this is a way that we're trying to become familiar with other speed puzzlers. And yeah, it's always exciting to see who's on the podium and who's reaching their goals and moving out of the club. But yeah. So,
Lisa Nielsen is quite fast. I mentioned the previous competition because I was with her and doing the teams in Denmark. I'm super glad to see her here. She's very fast. I'm very curious. She should be, I think, in the top 10 or something like that. I predict. I hope, Lisa. No pressure.
Yeah, so we also have Ramona from Switzerland, Richard from Belgium, Robert from Sweden, Sabina from Denmark, Sabrina from Switzerland, and Saskia from Estonia. Yeah, so Ramona has done quite a detailed sort. You can see she's got like 5 main piles there of colors sorted out, or maybe 6. And she's pulled out all the pinks. She's going to, methodically do the pinks before moving on to the next colored section. And Saskia is starting with the darker colors. So yeah, so there's not that many dark pieces, but there are a few dark purples. The pieces do look darker than on the image, on the photo. On the photo, they look like a very kind of like medium purple, but when you see it on the screens, like they do look almost like black. And Saskia is working on that section with the bricks and the fence line. So yeah, that's the part that I found easier than the actual buildings themselves, because you have like the staircases go down diagonally, and they have these fences, and somehow that was easier to me than doing these vertical lines. But we'll see how everyone gets on. And we are at 14 minutes. So we have Simona from Austria on screen. Yesterday was the first nationals for the Austrians, and I know Simona's team did well. Her team came first, the first Austrian team.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, I'm not sure what her individual pairs placement was, but I'm pretty sure it was quite up there. She's definitely one of the faster ones that I would expect to be around in the top 10. So yeah, also on screen we have Smilla from Sweden, Steffi H from Germany, Susanna from Germany, Vroni from Switzerland, and Wies from the Netherlands. Yes, so
How many participants do we have in total today, Michelle?
So we have 90 registrations for today.
Okay.
So yeah, quite a good selection. Yeah, so we have a few predictions in the chat. SJ says 45 minutes 28. Ellie says 58 minutes, and Nia says 48. Oh yes, and Daniela, you said that Nathan also has a 1,500 piece puzzle of the Paris postcard. Yeah, yes. That was kind of surprising because yeah, they do use some images of Ravensburger, but just in a different layer, in a different piece count.
But then they didn't do the New York postcard of the London. They did the Paris one. Huh? That's
Yes, they also have a lot more French, a lot more French locations. Also, like we did Martinique, which was a very fast puzzle. So is that a French colony? So yeah, I think they do
Yes.
a lot of French-based images, and also maybe of the French colonies, which we would not see so often in some of these smaller places. But yeah, that was an amazing puzzle. We had so many people get their personal best on that one. But I would say this one is trickier. So my time for this one, let me find my time, was 1 hour and 1 minute. But I did the wrong strategy. And also, yeah, photos were a bit of a struggle.
yeah, real objects. Huh?
Yeah. So yeah, what we're seeing right now is pretty much similar. Everyone's going for the border, and yeah, some detailed coloring. No one's starting with a sky so far. Doesn't look like it. So yeah, it looks like people are either starting from the bottom or from the left pink frame. Okay, so we've reached the end of the alphabet. So we started at L. Now I'm going to jump up to the top of the alphabet, see how those with A's are getting on. Okay, so we have with us Anna from Cyprus, Anna H from Germany, Anna L from Germany, Anna S. I don't have a registration for Anna L's. It might be Annika. Annika S from Germany, and then Annika A from Sweden. Oh no, that's, yeah. Anna Sells, I don't know who you are. I don't have a registration. It might be, oh sorry, it might be Anna from California. Yeah, if you register, please use at least an initial, especially with a name like Anna or Maria, since we have several Annas and Marias. Always use an initial. If you don't want to use your last name, please use your initial. That helps us to identify you better. So I think it's Anna from California, Anna from H from Germany, Anna L from Germany, Anna A from Cyprus, Annika A from Sweden, and Annika S from Germany. Okay.
The sorting looks so beautiful on the tables because it's such a colorful puzzle. So you see all the groups of blue, pink, green, beautiful.
Yes, it's very nice there. You can see on Anna A's on the top left, you can see all these kind of groupings of colors, like a little rainbow spread across the table. So yeah, there's not many puzzles that you can do like a rainbow spread on, but that looks really nice. And actually, it looks like Annika S is going to start with the sky. So you can start to see she's first of all made the contrast line of the rooftops kind of diagonally. So she's basically made a triangle with the blue border frame, and then she's going to start filling that in. So it looks like she's a sky lover. But yeah, looking really nice there with all that sorting. Okay.
The other thing I see, people is like some players are like locating the group of colors already in the area where they're supposed to be. And personally, I find that tricky. I prefer to assemble outside and then transfer my parts that are ready to the inside. But then I have seen this technique work for other people, like keeping the groups inside the puzzle and solving it in that minimum space. I am always amazed about that. And I see it here happening a lot. We cannot hear you, Michelle.
Sorry, we can see a lot of, yeah, as you say, there's a lot of pieces inside the border frame. So if it does look a little bit chaotic or a little bit messy there, but I often do that if at the early stage. Once I get a lot more built out, I kind of try to reduce the amount of pieces floating around there. Yeah. But yeah,
Maybe
we can
something
actually...
I should try more then to reduce my time, maybe.
It depends how much space you have. I mean, I always use a quite limited space. So yeah, if it's like at this stage here, I wouldn't mind pulling in all the pieces of one color and then kind of fiddling it out because I have space there. But once it gets too crowded, I don't like doing that because then you forget pieces and it's easier to get pieces mixed up. But what I'm seeing here is we actually have some people who've actually started with the, so after doing the border, they have actually done the sky and have done a really nice section. So we can see 2 of those sky sections already built out. On screen right now, we have April from Ireland, Arcadius from Poland, Berit from Germany, Bibi from Denmark, Birgit from Germany, and Cameron from Canada. And so the 2 middle participants, Arcadius and Birgit, have done a really great job there on the sky. So we're at 22 minutes. And we have a few more guesses. We have 53 minutes. So Gaza is saying 53 minutes 53. Julie is guessing 49 minutes 23. And Gaza, I think Aaron was late because he wasn't there at the beginning. Or maybe I missed a bunch of people. Actually, you're right. I think I missed a bunch of people at the top. How did I do that? Okay, so I'll jump back to the top of the list in a moment. Yeah, actually we can see what's interesting is Cameron is starting in the middle. So he's actually started with a greenhouse. So he started, is it the greens? Yeah, so he has a big section done, but it's just like floating in the middle. So interesting. So he's done that. And also just right above him, Berit, looks like she has started with a yellow house. So she also has a nice, some nice sections already built, but they're kind of just floating at the moment. So yeah, thanks for mentioning that, Gaza. I'm going to find Aaron and the rest at the top. Okay, so we have Aaron from United Kingdom, Agnes from France, Amanda from the UK, Angelica from Germany, Catherine from USA, and Charlene from Switzerland. So actually Aaron is doing something quite differently. He hasn't gone for the full border and he's doing his puzzle sideways. So he started with the first long border of the pink house. He's done that darker section in the corner and he's kind of building outwards with the oranges. So that's actually something very interesting because the houses are vertical, you could actually do your puzzle sideways and basically just build from like away from you, like do the long pink border and then do the next orange house, then do the yellow and build out towards the end. And he actually has space later that he could actually flip his puzzle around, that when he gets to the blue, he could then have that really close to him and finish that off. So if you're someone who doesn't like doing puzzles in a portrait mode, if you feel like you're leaning too far across the table to reach the top, if you have space, you could try Aaron's strategy. Yeah, also seeing some nice sorts there. And yeah, Charlene and Catherine have done great job there on the sky. So yeah, let us know in the chat who you're cheering for, if there's someone in particular.
I read here, Celos, what a great puzzle. Here's hoping Deria pulls through. So for Deria.
Yes, so I'm putting Deria on the screen right now. So we have Kristen from Germany, Kieran from Ireland, Daniela from the Netherlands. We have Daria from Denmark, Dora from Switzerland, and Eleanor from France. So now we're getting a closer look at the sky section. We can see Daria has kind of done the outer triangle of it, and on one side you have some tree branches sticking out. So they are a bit confusing. It did bring back a lot of memories of the tree lantern, what was it, lantern path from Nathan, but that had a lot more twigs. Here it was a bit easier because you have a few larger branches sticking out and then just a few like twiggy bits around the end, but you can see it is quite a decent section. So yeah, props to those who've already completed that one.
I finished but that area. Yeah, normally I don't go to that, but I notice I'm getting better on skies or block, or I mean water, because like I am developing more my shape recognition.
Yeah, I didn't. I think I also ended on that one. I was not drawn to that section personally. I mean, because I love colorful bits. So yeah, there was no reason I was going to start with the blue. It just kind of, to me, that was like the background, and I was drawn to all these bright, highly saturated colors, and was definitely going to start somewhere by the houses. But it's interesting where other people start, what other people see. There are some people that just always go for the sky. Okay, so we're up to, we have Elina from Latvia, Eliska from Czechia, Everly is from Estonia, Fatini from Cyprus, Gabriella from Romania, and Hannah from United Kingdom. Yeah, so got some really great skies done. Well done to Elina and Eliska for doing those sections. Then we have Everly working on the yellow house. Fatini has already done the pink and is moving on to the orange. Gabriella has done a really big section of the orange, but also some of the attached yellow sections in pink. And it looks like Hannah is working on the sky. So it's 28 minutes. Yeah, it really depends on what your strength is. Like, I think people who like larger sections like sky and who are generally good at photos, this would definitely suit them more. Okay, so we have Yeva from Latvia, Ilka from Germany, Inga S from Lithuania, Jan from the Netherlands, Janine from Germany, and Jenny from Finland. You can see on Jenny's, we have a lovely overhead view, and it's balancing on a whole stack of ebus. Okay, yeah, so Jan is going for the yellow and orange house, starting somewhere in the middle. Yeah, so I feel the mistake that I made is I kind of did what Jan did. So I went for the yellow house. And I got a bit lost. That it might have just been me. Once I switched, I did the yellow house and I kind of struggled because the yellow has bits of orange on it. It also has bits of green. And yeah, I just got confused. Maybe it was just me. I got confused. I feel that if I were to do it again, I would start towards the pink border. I would start on the left border and work my way from left to right. Because once I did the pink house, I was like, wow, that went so quick. Because the pink house is narrow. There's less pieces there than like the yellow and the orange house. The orange house is quite wide. The orange is the widest house on there. The second widest house is the yellow. And then the pink and green are roughly the same. Yeah, that was just my perception.
Yeah, and what you're explaining, Michelle, I see Suzanne and Saskia, they are building it exactly in the same way, and they are quite advanced.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
it's, yeah.
I think with the yellow and orange houses, they're just a bit more confusing because of like the double windows, and they have like they have also strips of color. So it's like a yellow house, but then you have a strip of orange, another strip of orange, another strip of orange. So there's like five strips of orange going across this yellow house, and then with the orange house, you also have like 3 or 4 strips of pink going across the house. And I think that just confused me. Whereas with the pink house, it's very narrow, and you have like these long black windows, and somehow it just I think it's more easy to get like a satisfying section done and then go, oh, okay, now let's tackle the next one. At least that was my perception after switching to the pink house. But
No,
who
because
knows?
it's always, of course, like a preferred way to do it. That sounds logical, but it's really how you perceive it on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because for other people, doing the sky is it's very satisfying to get that one out of the way first and then to tackle all the other colors. So it is also just depends on your personal feelings, and you can always do it a second time. So I'm going to try it a second time and then see how I go. All right. So we are nearing back where we started. We started at L and we are up to the J's. So I'm very curious about how Aaron gets on, because I actually think his idea is actually very clever, turning it sideways and just doing it row by row, starting with a pink house. That seemed quite clever. So maybe I'll try that one next time. Okay, so we have Jessica J from Germany, Joanna from Switzerland, Jonathan from United Kingdom, Judith from Germany, Yuka from Finland, and Katarina from Slovenia. Actually, also, I think Yuka from Finland always does his puzzle sideways as well. I have that feeling. You can see he's got quite a narrow table there. At least it looks like that. And he always uses trays as well. But he's actually done a really great job. He's done really a lot of the lower sections, so all the lower staircases, and now the puzzle is flipped that the sky would be later on be closer to him. But yeah, so at this point now we're starting to see different areas where people are starting. So we have completed, some have completed the border completely, others have done the lower section, others have done the sky, and others are floating in the middle somewhere.
and not everyone has completed the border. Yeah, that is always a point, a discussion point as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, did you finish the round, Michelle?
Yes. So we've just got up to the last person. So the last person is Katrin from Switzerland. Okay. And she's done quite a decent section, because not only has she done the full section of the sky, but she's got a huge chunk of the pink and the orange house done together. So she's got 2/3 done basically, and now she's working on the middle third. So looking really good. So now we can start to check out who might be in running for top 10. I'm going to leave Katrin on screen. And you said Susanna was doing really well.
Susanna Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a really good chunk there as well. Yeah, it's quite nice when you have like this vertical line going down the middle of the puzzle. It looks so satisfying. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now we are at 35 minutes, so we could be seeing potentially a finish in about 10 minutes. So I want to check again how Aaron is going on. I really liked the way he was doing his today. Yeah, just building out one color after another. Arcadius. Oh, Arcadius. He's done the full border and he's got like 2 triangles done in the corner, working his way in towards the middle. So
nice. You see the diagonal.
Cameron has also done quite a big chunk. And we can check up on Daria. Yeah, so no one's been doing the small houses. So at the very right hand of the image, the houses get really small and really narrow and change color more quickly. So no one has really started there, at least what I have seen so far. People have been doing the the bigger section of houses. But that part's going to go really
Lisa
quickly.
looks similar to Arcadius. Maybe Arcadius has more pieces, but I mean in the strategy of solving it.
Sorry, who was that?
Lisa Nielsen.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa has more in the building, but I mean the diagonal, the like how do you call it? It's not a skyline, or maybe I don't know.
Yeah, the skyline, like where the rooftops meet the sky.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, so Lena S from Lithuania has also got a really nice, kind of got the two opposing corners done. That also looks really nice. So it's interesting, like Susanna's got like half of a puzzle straight down the middle, and then we have Arcadius and Lena who've got like two triangles on either side.
Yes.
And Katrin has one of each. She's got one like vertical half, and then she's got one corner. I wonder if we're going to see someone who's done all like the middle houses and like leaving the corners till later. Okay, so we'll keep moving and see who else is progressing well today. I'm going to put Elina on the screen and Janine. Yeah, so Elina also has basically two corners done and is now starting on the houses. So we can say the bottom left corner is more like this kind of dark triangle. It's like the staircases, you could say. Yeah, so I'm really not sure who to put on screen because we have so many people of a similar level, but I just put Laura on and she's doing really amazing. So she hasn't done the full board at all. She only has the sky left now. So she's done all the colored houses and all the border attached to those colored houses, and now she's starting to do the blue sky border. So it looks like Laura could be in the lead from what we've seen so far. And I know she's very fast because I've seen that some of her times are faster than me.
Michelle Vies is doing exactly the opposite than the rest. She's going for the houses on the middle and no sky and not the pink house.
Okay, yeah, so she's done the most middle section.
Yeah.
Okay, she's doing really well. Yeah, so because she's just got the pink house, which is, yeah, as I said, seems to be the quickest house to do. But then she still has a lot of sky left to do. So we'll see how that plays out. And Marius. Okay, Marius has about 30 pieces of sky left. So from what I can see, he's in the lead right now. If you can hear this, go, 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 Marius from Poland. Just got that sky to do. But his hand's not moving so fast. Looks like, I mean, Laura has a lot more pieces of the sky to do, but her hands are moving much more quickly. So we'll see how that plays out, Marius and Laura. I'm also going to check on Rachel and Ramona. Ramona previously won one of the 50 plus clubs. So she's doing it very methodically from left to right. Rachel has done the complete sky. Okay. So it looks like Marius is being quite precise. He is checking the image. He is taking a piece and checking it with a box. So yeah, it's really going to be how long that sky section takes. It looks like right now that Laura has double the amount of pieces as Marius. Maybe Marius has about 20-ish pieces. Laura has about 40. We'll see how that plays out. If you can hear Laura and Marius, if you can hear me, go, go, go. You're both in the running for first. But I also want to check in on Smilla and Simona. So when I participated recently in a Swedish competition, and Smilla was very close. I think we were very close to each other. And yeah, It looks like Marius and Laura are in the lead. I can see a huge chunk done on Charlene. Also Marcus K. Yeah, so things are starting to look similar. We can now see, as we look at like all the small screens, we can see a lot of people have done all the houses and are now starting on the sky, or like with Charlene, a huge section of the sky and some houses, and now just got a chunk on the left. So I can see that probably in about 10 to 15 minutes, we're going to have a lot of people all at the same, finishing level.
I wanted to mention, Michelle, about other initiatives about social puzzling that are happening on Instagram. So have you heard about Puzzle Pandas, for example?
Yeah, is that where they leave like free puzzles around for people to find?
Exactly. That's about that. There are different accounts, and in fact, last year at Worlds, they were dropping puzzles as well everywhere. And it's about when you drop, you can join them by dropping puzzles, but as well by collecting puzzles. When you find a puzzle, you tag them, and then this is, let's say, more about sharing the love of puzzles, and then making others happy with free puzzles. And I saw it happening in live. I mean, in Spain last year. Yes. And what about the Puzzle Republic?
That's the rental service, isn't it?
No, they organize. This is a network that has puzzle libraries. So let's say if you have a lot of puzzles at your house, and then you can open a small library to put it in your garden or something.
Laura
or
just
people...
finished.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, Laura. So she sped up really quickly. She overtook Marius. That was really fast at the end. Well done, Laura. Marius, you're in the running for second. So go, go, go. Yeah, that was really fast right at the end. Congrats. And Marius only has like 6 pieces to go. So that time was, 40, I think that was just under 44 minutes.
Under, I think, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Marius is done. Congratulations, yes. Marius, second place. So these are, so maybe we'll see a few of the 50 plus club go get another one under 50. And that's fantastic. So yes, my goal is to hopefully get more people out of the 50 plus club. So obviously this was not my type of puzzle, but it looks like it was a really great puzzle for Marius and Laura.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to add a couple more to the screen. There's no one. I can't see anyone who's like really, really close. I might check in on Mandy. She's here, and let's check with Madara. Okay, because what I can from what we can see now, it still looks like the next people are at least 60 pieces away, and I'm not getting any hints from my assistants that anyone else is coming up close. But yeah, so on screen right now we have Arcadius, Vies, Inga S, Robert, Mandy, and Madara. All right, so continue. You said that they have puzzle libraries, is it?
Yes, so it's like you install a puzzle library on your garden, so or in front of your house, and then people can come pass by and drop puzzles and take new puzzles. It's like a for puzzle swap, but then for free. Here in the Netherlands, this concept is quite popular with books. But then with the Puzzle Republic, they share ideas on how you can settle the same concept, but with libraries. And they have a map. And then if you are traveling, you can go check the map and see where those puzzle libraries are done. And then you can get puzzles for free.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I've seen some cute houses, like they look like little mini houses with some puzzles in there. Like maybe you could fit like 10 puzzles in there, and people put them in front
Yes.
of their house.
And of course, there are a lot of puzzle along digitals happening online, etc. But for me, the best social competition getting together is the puzzle battle organized by Carolina and Sina. Yeah, they do it like 3 times per year, and then you have this board, like a kind of bingo, and then you build puzzles trying to sink the ships, let's say, that are hidden, and it's super fun because they are very active. Both of them are lovely, are very warm, and connect with everybody. So the experience, although it's online, it feels very good, very, very good. You are on mute, Michelle.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot of people have turned old telephone boxes into like these, give a book, take a book type of free libraries. But yeah, it'd be interesting to do it with a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
So I've added Marcus K and Yeva to the screen. They both only have their sky left. So looks like Marcus K is slightly ahead. Got about 20 pieces left, maybe Yeva about 25 to 30 pieces. Yeah, so go. We also have Inga S, who's only got houses left. So just some of the smaller houses. So she's got a few of the blues and purples left to go. So yeah, Marcus K, Yeva, and Inga S look like you are in the running for top 6. Also, Madara is doing a great job. Vise has now only got the sky left as well. So Vise, about 30 pieces left. And Madara, also about 25 pieces left. So yeah, 5 people there racing each other. And I've been told Milka, I should also add Milka, is from Finland. So who's going to get there first? I can see Marcus K is doing a quick shape sort of those blue pieces. They are a bit tricky. Madara has pieces inside her puzzle. So it looks like she's got some of them that she could recognize roughly where they go from the image based on the tree branches. So she's left them in there, but yeah, maybe they're getting in the way. But yeah, Milka is doing really well. Ramona is also speeding up. Okay, so we have 6 people, all with about, well, actually, I think Inga S is going to make it. She's only got 5 pieces left. Just got to fill in those little holes left in the buildings. And done. Just over 50 minutes, 50 minutes and 16 seconds. Congratulations, Inga. So a great week for Inga.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah, because earlier in the week she got into the top 10 in the open, in the proper competition, also with the super fast people. She was in the top 10. And now in the 50 plus, she's 3rd. So really great for Inga.
Consistent results then. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now we're starting to get a few more heading towards the finish line. But who's got the least amount of sky? We've got 5 people working on the sky, and Katrin has now only got the staircases to do. So let's see if Marcus K's shape sorting will pay off. Madara's now taking out those loose pieces that were inside her puzzle. She's got pieces on the left side and on the right side. Oh, and on top of the puzzle as well. So based on what I can see, I think Marcus K could get there next. But it is confusing with all these blue pieces. Okay, we've got Marcus K in the shadow. It looks like he's got about 10 pieces left. Go Madara, go Marcus. And very closely behind, Vis, Yeva, Ramona, and Katrin. So all in the running for the top 10 right now. Go, go, go. Doing fantastic. I can also see from one of the thumbnails that Saskia has also only got the sky left to do.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 pieces for Marcus. And 7 pieces for Madara. Who's it going to be, Madara or Marcus? Oh, you can see them twisting and turning. It's just, oh, it's tricky, this one. Twisting and turning, trying to find the right shape to fit on that side. The gaps are getting smaller. Looks like Marcus only got 2 pieces. Come on, come on. Come on, yes. Oh, grab it. Oh, Simona. Simona jumped in there. Simona just sneaked in there for 4th and then Marcus on 5th. Congrats. Yeah, we have a lot of people at a very similar position right now. So I'm not sure who I should put on screen next. Let's see. Madara.
Well done, Marcus. Marcus is celebrating. So nice. Wow, Madara, Catherine, Robert. Wow.
Okay, Robert just finished. And Katrin. Jonathan Nash. Yeva is done. And yeah, and Marcus K is thrilled. He's done it under an hour. Okay, let's see how Daria is going.
Michelle, Saskia, Rotla.
Oh, yes, okay. Saskia. Yeah, with the 50 plus clubs, we have a lot more people of the same ability level. It's not that it's like so spread out. So it does happen that like the top 20 come really close together. So on screen, we have Vis has about 15 pieces, Milika about 10, Jonathan 10 to 15, Susanna 30, Daria probably about 40-ish. Come, take that yellow section and put it in there. There's one section floating outside. Then we have Saskia with another 20 pieces to go. All right.
Arcadius misses just the center of the puzzle, the yellow house.
Okay, and Arcadius as well. Yeah, so this is where it gets a bit intense trying to catch everyone. All the people who usually finish around like 50 minutes to like an hour, then it gets really close. So, and Milka, congrats, well done. So where are we up to now? We had, so first was Laura, second Marius, third Inga, 4th Simona, 5th Marcus, 6th Madara, 7th Catherine, 8th Robert, 9th Yeva, 10th Milka, Vis 11th. Okay. And Jonathan coming in for 12. Okay, so on screen we have Arcadius, Saskia, and Susanna. Oh, Marilyn. And Marilyn just finished. Oh.
We have Lisa speeding up. Just few blue left. maybe a little bit less like Saskia.
Okay, yeah, so Arcadius just got that little house, and Saskia and Suzanne are very similar with that blue corner. The same with Lisa, all working on that same section. And Charlene and Rachel are also nearing the end, but have, yeah, working more on the houses. So it looks like Laura and Marius don't want to be interviewed. So third would be Inga S. So Inga S, if you're there, let's see if Inga would like to be interviewed. Not this time. Okay, so none of the podium want to be interviewed.
Arcadius is done. Wow.
If anyone from the top 10 would like to be interviewed, let us know in the chat.
Reja just commented, I have this one, hurried and grabbed into to puzzle along. Just finished at 55 minutes.
Oh,
Second
congratulations.
try. Yeah.
Freya did this one. Oh, fantastic. Cardius is done.
Simona would like to be interviewed, Michelle.
Oh, yes, that would be great. Yeah, then Simona, you can put on your microphone.
Hello.
Hi, Simona. Congratulations.
Hi.
Congrats.
Thank you. I have a double piece actually.
You have an extra piece.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So you can take a picture and send it to us, because maybe somebody is missing that piece, and then we can match it up.
Yeah.
So tell us what you thought of the puzzle today.
About the puzzle. It's beautiful. I like it, but I'm not so good in house structures and landscapes, so it wasn't so easy, but still I think it was a decent time.
And what was your strategy for this one?
I started with this, like the edge mostly, and then I began with part of the sky. Then I started with the greenhouse. Then I did the smaller houses and the yellow house. And the last thing was the pink orange house part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and is this something that you would typically do yourself? Like, do you enjoy photos? You do enjoy skies?
No, I don't like photos so much. So if I choose myself, I take busy puzzles or like comic styled puzzles. That's what I prefer. But
like cartoonish.
Like what?
Cartoon.
Yes,
or,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so can you tell us about your experience at the Austrian Championship
Nationals.
yesterday?
Yes, it was super nice. They organized it so well. It were the first Austrian nationals. Verena even managed to win all 3 categories, which is awesome, I think. And we won the team competition with, I think, we were 20 minutes faster than the next Austrian team, so we're very proud. And yeah, we will come to Budapest this weekend as well, so we'll see. It was very nice, but I didn't like the solo puzzle image. It's really strange. Or these smiling dogs. Yeah.
Honestly, I have been offered that puzzle with to do, you know, like do you like to have it for swapping or something? No, I don't think I will do it by myself. If it's a social experience, maybe, you know, like okay, in a group, and then we laugh about the dogs. But yeah, I found it challenging. I won't go directly to that one.
It wasn't easy, and the funny thing is they sold some puzzles before, and I was looking at them, and there was the same thing with horses. And I was thinking and showing it to my friends, and we're like, oh my God, look at this awful puzzle. And then I opened the bag and it was the dogs. So that was also funny. But I think it was a good choice because no one did the puzzle before, so it was really fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can understand why that was the chosen option.
Yeah, they tried to find something no one did, or nearly no one did before.
And did you compete at all categories, Simon?
Yes.
And how different is for you to puzzle alone or in pairs or in teams? How do you experience this from, a combination from speed puzzling while social? Yeah.
I prefer to teams or pair because I like the social part about puzzling. And we also practice a lot together as a team and also with Connie as a pair. So we meet up a lot and I love it because we always combine it with having dinner or having lunch together. And then we have a lot of snacks in between. So it's not only puzzling, it's a good mixture. And if you practice alone, it's like, I like it also, but it's more like antisocial. So yeah, I prefer puzzling with other people.
Yeah, I have a friend. We puzzled together in Spain last year, as in pairs and teams. And this year, she decided to join first time to the Dutch nationals like in an individual. And then she explained it was so different from her perspective because she has been in competitions only pairs or teams.
Yeah.
And she liked it. She said, but it was so different. And then that made me realize that indeed, you are speed puzzling, but the experience is different.
Yeah, it's different. And also if you get a puzzle you don't like or you're very slow at, and if you're alone, you have to do this. And it's at some point you just think, oh my God, I don't want to do this anymore. But if you're in a team or in a pair, most of the time the other people know at least something. Or like if you struggle, the others don't. So there's always someone who helps you out, which is nice.
And then what is your, let's say, role?
My what?
Your role when you play in pairs or teams? Are you the one who cheers up or the one who thinks on a strategy or a part of puzzling?
I like to cheer up the people. I always say, like in German, I always say it's tischt. So if we're fast, I will say it's tischt, which means like we're really fast right now. I try at least to cheer them up. And I also like to sort out because especially when it's PC pieces, PC puzzles, I see the things, so I sort them out. And also with landscapes, like yesterday, I also prefer sorting because I'm not so good in landscapes, so I sort mostly, but I also puzzle, so it's a mixture.
Okay. And then are you playing always with the same team or pair, or do you have a fixed partners, or is it like switching for you and connecting with other people, or because I find it a luxury, that you find a partner that is aligned with what you wish, and then that you can stick together. But sometimes it doesn't work because of schedules or
No, we practiced only in our team. It's Verena and Karin, the sisters, and Connie and me. And we met up since February to practice together.
Okay.
And for pairs, I train with Connie. But we also, if we have these puzzle evenings with the Vienna Jigsaw Puzzle Club, we also switch, of course, and we also do like cozy puzzling with everyone. So yeah, but most of the times we have like our fixed team and pair.
And have you been in other type of activities related to puzzles, like marathons or puzzle train, or I don't know?
I've never done no, and I'm so curious how a puzzle marathon is because I think after like 5 hours it would be enough for me. So isn't it 10 hours or 24 hours?
There are multiple settings. In Mexico, they launched the 8 hours marathon. And in Colombia, they have done an online one that it was 24 hours.
Online. Wow.
I couldn't do it online, at least.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Never. If I do this one day, then in real life.
Yeah.
So we suffer together, you know, all of us in one room. But if you're in front of your computer, it's different.
Yeah, I can imagine. I might join puzzle marathons if they are face to face, because then I get the energy from the people, from the
Yes.
environment, because you might be tired, but then the environment makes a big difference, and then you get encouraged to move forward and
Yeah,
to do
that's
your
true.
best. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah. And how is it going with the puzzle marathon you are organizing, Michelle?
Good. Yeah, we're getting more registrations in. We just had a Dutch team join, and it's going to be an EJJ reunion. There's lots of people from the Euro Jigsaw Jam participating, but also there's like about 20 names that I don't recognize. So it's always exciting when you have an event, the new people that turn up. Simona, I was wondering, are you part of the Vienna Jigsaw Puzzle Club? Because there's a lot of social activity going on there.
If I'm part of?
Yeah, do you go to the Vienna Jigsaw Puzzle Club?
Yes, I meet them. Like, I'm not organizing things, but I'm there like most of the times when they organize
You're
events.
participating.
Yes. So I know them all very well, and it's super nice. And I'm really grateful that we have this puzzle club.
I have the perception they are quite social, because
Yes,
they always publish these videos with a nice vibe, nice atmosphere, connection. Yeah.
And we all got we could all order like the t-shirts, which we wear. We already had them for the worlds, and also in Budapest you will see like our t-shirts. And it's nice. It's once a month normally that we meet up. And yeah, super like cozy, because most of the times we just puzzle with everyone, and we have some dinner and chat.
Are you also doing speed puzzling at the Vienna Puzzle Club, or is it more only social?
It's more social. Like, there's some people sometimes who do a fast puzzle or speed puzzling. On Monday last Monday, we had a meeting just for people who participated in the Austrian Nationals, and this was a speed puzzling meetup. Actually, there were like 30 people meeting up and doing fast puzzles. So that was also nice, actually. But it was a special thing because of the nationals.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Have you ever puzzled in a public space? Do you ever, I mean, apart from the puzzle club, which is at a hotel, but I guess everybody, or a restaurant where it looks like where everybody's doing it, have you ever just gone and taken a puzzle to a cafe or to a library and done it somewhere, or in a hotel lobby somewhere public?
I tried to puzzle in the plane, actually, when I flew back from Japan, but then we got these turbulences, so I had to stop. It didn't work. So apart from that, maybe in a cafe, but I don't remember, actually. No, I don't know. But in the plane, I tried, but I failed.
I do quite often. My daughter rows, and then I drive her to rowing, and then while waiting, I take a puzzle of 500, and people always approach to me. So if I want to practice a speed puzzle, is a no, because they all come to you like asking, what are you doing? Why are you not starting by the borders? You know, they ask things like this. And once my husband and my daughter, they were climbing indoors. I don't do that. I'm too scared to do that. Too proud of them to do it. So I took a puzzle and I was speed puzzling, and then I was really into my thing with music and and when I look at this, I had all these people around the table looking on what I was doing, and they start to ask questions. Yeah, it's always how can I say? Some people find that this can discover the speed puzzling if they just see you doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
That's
Maybe you
nice.
should try it.
Yeah, maybe. Then I guess some people will talk to me.
So Simona, you've been to a lot of social, formal and informal, and organized at the Puzzle Club, but also like getting together with your teams for training. What is the key to having a good social puzzle time?
That's a difficult question.
Because
I
you
guess-
mentioned snacks.
Yes, yes, of course. Snacks are the best thing, and it's also if you train and do a speed puzzle, it's good if you're hungry because then you're super fast, you know. Because we are waiting for the food, and if we're faster, you can eat sooner. But I don't know. I think it depends also on the people. But the good thing about puzzles is also that if you don't have a topic to talk about, you always have something to do. So it's not strange when you don't talk for 15 minutes or longer, I don't know. And most of the people who come to the meetups, they are like social, they talk to you. So it's not difficult to socialize with the puzzle community. Also at the last year in Valladolid, everyone was just so nice and talking to you. So it wasn't even a problem that it was strange because no one talks or something. So
I understand what you are saying. It's like you know each other from long, huh? That was a
Yeah.
feeling. Yeah.
yeah, so that I don't know how you cannot be social with the puzzlers. I don't know.
Because I understand maybe you can be more introvert or more extrovert. It doesn't matter. But the people is so welcoming.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's also the activity. It doesn't matter if you don't talk for a few minutes because you have something also you can focus at, and you always have something to talk about because if it's a hard puzzle, you talk how hard the puzzle is. Yeah, or if it's ugly, you can talk about the ugliness of the puzzle. I don't know. You always have a topic.
Do you think that you bond more over the harder puzzles than the easy puzzles?
Probably yes, because then you can, I don't know, complain about it. I don't know. Or think about or talk about how you can design this kind of puzzle, like the dogs yesterday. I mean, how can you put like, I don't know, 6 dogs or something? I don't know how many there are with this strange smile. in
Miles,
one
huh?
puzzle. I mean, what is that? But it's funny somehow. So
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, congratulations, Simona, on getting a great time for this puzzle today, and for your you're doing well yesterday. Can you just tell us your results from yesterday?
Yesterday, individual, I got 7th.
Oh,
So my goal was top 10 in the Austrian thing. So I reached that. In pairs, we were 6th, which we're not 100% happy with because the 5 pair in front of us did the puzzle before and I didn't. So it's not like, it's a little bit, I don't know, it would have been, we would have been faster if we would have done it before. And in team, we won. So now we're looking forward for Budapest as well, especially for the team competition.
yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, and so you've had a great weekend then. Good results for the weekend. And thanks so much for chatting with us. And that's great. You have such the opportunity to have social puzzling in Austria and in Vienna, especially. And good luck for Budapest with your team in next 1 week. 1 week, wow.
Yes, so I guess I'll meet you there anyway.
Unfortunately, I won't be there.
Are you not there?
No, are you going, Daniela?
No.
Oh, you're not
coming.
there. Okay, I thought you're there.
No, not coming. We have a lot of people from the Netherlands coming, although.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, but thank you for today.
And
Yeah.
all the best
Thanks, Simona.
for next week.
Bye.
Bye.
So we have a lot of people finishing. The finishes have become so close. We're only at 1 hour and 15 minutes, and we have more than 50 people finishing. Marcus, if you're still in the meeting, you can turn your camera and microphone on. Where is he? And I'll just switch up the screen. So coming up to a finish soon, we have Annika S, Marina, Ilka, Kieran, Steffi H, and Natalie, all just on the last section. We also have, I can also see on the smaller screens that Barrett and Marila and Kristen are also very close to finishing. Sabina only has a handful left. So everyone's doing really great. Yeah, so it looks like this was, in general, an easier puzzle. We had 2 finishes under 50 minutes, and after that we had basically steamrolling through. I could barely keep up with all the finishes. They happened so closely. So I think when we see the results, we'll see like several people finishing each minute.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, hey Marcus.
Hello. You're
You're
still so happy.
The first DJJ under an hour.
Oh, fantastic. But you've been on the podium before, but I guess it was a harder puzzle.
It was the first 50 plus club. It was the mermaid one, the Little Mermaid.
Oh yeah, I think the first finish was like 1 hour and 7 minutes with that one.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So yeah, you were about 55 minutes, I think. 6, 7, 8.
53.
Oh, sorry, yeah, 53. I was looking at your comment that you wrote later. Yeah, so you came 5th. So you just came just after Simona. Simona was 4th, and then you were 5th at 53 minutes. Fantastic. So tell us what you thought about the puzzle today.
First thought that came into my mind, I'm so happy it's an easy puzzle this time. So mostly, yeah, I'm just happy with the selection. I first thought that it could be a Ravensburger because of the box size.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't far off. But for some reason, I didn't practice a lot of Ravensburger puzzles. So the piece cut was a bit harder to do.
Did you start or end with the sky?
I ended with the sky. I did the shape shot.
Oh, yes, you did. That's right. Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately we couldn't see the very end of it because then I guess the sun moved and your puzzle was in the shadow
right now. Like the sun comes out of it and then goes back behind the clouds.
Yeah, so tell us about that sky section. How did you get on with that one?
I first got the pieces at the lower part of the sky because it's a bit lighter. But then at some point I was like, these look so similar, I think I need to just sort them in some way. And then I put them in the shape, and then I could get like faster pieces.
Yeah, I think that really helped you because we could see there were several people who all had about the same amount of pieces as you did, but they had the piles were all like jumbled, and then I could see you just took that like 15 seconds to basically place them, turn them the right way up, and put them into order. And I think that really helped you at the end to, just get a really fast finish on there. So well done on that. Yeah, so do you have any social activities, social puzzling events in Estonia?
Not that much. The last one that I know of like that was still the competition in Tartu, where I got second place. I think I wrote about it in the last DJJ. But besides that, not any events, just puzzling at school mostly.
You're puzzling at school?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about that. Are you just doing that by yourself in your lunch break, or is there a puzzle club at school?
We don't have clubs. We just like between each class we have a bit of free time, and I just try to put some pieces together and do it. Mostly I do it by myself, but there are people who just like come by, maybe put like in 2 or 3 pieces, and then because I'm the only one who can do it like that well, that some people just look at the puzzle and are like, no.
So you just have what like a 500 piece puzzle or a 1,000 piece puzzle on a table?
Mostly 1,000 pieces. The last one I did was actually 6,000 pieces, which I did also mostly by myself.
Oh, well, I can imagine
Wow.
some people might be intimidated by 6,000 pieces. Maybe you'll have to try an easy one, like pick one of the, like a 500 piece puzzle with lots of colors, and then maybe people will not be so
No
intimidated.
kind of pieces that has a lot of color, sadly. Maybe I should bring one. Oh, I can bring this one at the start of the school year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that actually was interesting because a lot of people mentioned something like that, not specifically with school, but I mean, several people said like they bring a puzzle to the office, they leave it on the table, and they will do it in their lunch break, and then people will come by and have a chat and maybe place a few pieces. So just to, get puzzling seen, as a more common activity, and also to have people just chat and just engage about puzzles and be able to ask them. So do you also have conversations about puzzles with the people that walk by?
A bit, not a lot, because I don't know why. Maybe it's because some of us Estonians are just a bit more quiet than other people.
Or maybe they think that they're disturbing you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And do you normally puzzle alone, Marcus, or do you have a partner to do pairs or teams?
I mostly do it by myself. I would actually want to do like pairs and teams, but there aren't a lot of people who would be like Firstly, I don't know a lot of people who puzzle at all, and then out of those that I know, none of them want to compete. So I'm sadly like in competitions, I'm sadly by myself, but just do it slowly and just calmly, then people are like okay to do.
Yeah. I remember when I was in that, let's say, moment of the puzzling life, let's say. And then I'm wondering, I don't know, I could help you if you are interested to make some connections and finding people, because there is people out there, but to start getting to know who has the same enthusiasm that you have, that's the tricky part. And after you find a niche, a group, that will bloom. Yeah, so I don't know, let me know. I don't know if you have an Instagram account or a mail or something, you can contact me, yeah?
Yeah, but I think that would be fitting if it was an international competition, but I'm not going to the European, sadly, so I won't be able to do it right now.
No, don't worry. It's just like we know people who knows more people who knows maybe people in Estonia that can help. Yeah, and that's the thing. The first search is difficult, but then it's the connections work. Yeah, more in that sense.
Maybe.
Yeah,
We can
let
look
me know.
into it.
What would you wish for if you could have something in your local town or city? What would you wish for, like that would be more social?
I think I wouldn't even wish for just like in the near area, maybe for just the whole of Estonia, at least some competitions a bit more like frequently.
So we had a few Estonians participating today. Do you know them all?
I know Saskia, Eveli just I think finished.
Yeah, we also have Marilyn and Maralies.
Them I don't know. I only know them as in like they competed with me in the EJJs, but not physically.
Okay, so you don't have any contact with them?
No.
Then maybe I could help to get email addresses together that you could at least know the other people from Estonia. That's a start.
Yeah,
Because who knows? Maybe one of them lives on the same street as you. You never know. Maybe someone lives in the same town or goes to the same school. So maybe we can try and get at least a puzzle club in Estonia started. It might be a while before you have an association, but at least you should know the other EJJ participants from Estonia. Let's see if we can get that.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
So do you anything else you'd like to share about puzzling, what you're doing with puzzling at the moment?
Not doing really. Mostly I just do film puzzles, like the ones that I do, then just post them. Not a lot right now, but I'm hoping, and this I planned just like a few months for, try to hopefully make a competition at my school before the next school year, and hopefully have like participants. We tried to do it, but we had the problem of having too little amount of people wanting to participate, so we kind of had to push it into the next school year.
What piece count were you thinking of?
Like a teams competition, but having like 3 rounds of puzzles. So the first round 500, 500, and then at the end a 1,000 piece puzzle.
Okay, for people who are not experienced in speed puzzling, that is a bit intimidating.
Yeah, but I try to specifically pick out easier puzzles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe start with like 4 people working on a 500 piece puzzle. Because I know, like, for example, Sarah Schuler in America, she's based in the Minnesota area, and there they do a lot of social puzzling at bars, at breweries. And these are people who just, not necessarily speed puzzle, they're just people that just want to do something while they have a beer. And she specifically has 500 piece puzzles, generally easier ones with like very cartoonish Disney or like very fun, easy things. And they have 4 people working on it. And sometimes she even does 300 piece puzzles. So I think the first step would be to get something that people like get a taste of it and feel that it's possible. So I also organized a competition at a church camp, and there it was aged from 10 upwards, so mixtures of adults and kids. And there I also had 4 people working on 500 pieces, and it took them a really long time. So I was surprised because I was like, 4 people on a 500 piece puzzle. I pretty much did a puzzle almost by myself in that time before the first finish. So it's, people who are not speed puzzlers are really, really, really slow. And 500 pieces take a long time.
300 pieces, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
you could
do that.
Yeah, because Ravensburger has good 300 piece puzzles, and the point is just to get people started, that they get the feel for it. Like, oh, this is actually fun, or this is actually, I could actually finish a puzzle with a team, and maybe just the experience of chatting with some people and laughing while they get started.
Like planting seeds, and then they start
Exactly.
to grow. Exactly. Yeah. So
because you have the people that is enthusiastic about puzzling, but in my experience, when they see a speed puzzling by first time, they believe at first instance they can do it really quick as well because they love puzzling. And then when they encounter the puzzle, and it's not only about puzzle, it's about you being nervous, be under the pressure of time, whatever. Some people realize that it's not as easy as they thought. So then better to encourage them with a puzzle that is small, that is let's say somehow less challenging, because the feeling of accomplishment is quite important for someone to keep progressing. If you don't have this balance, challenge, accomplishment, people can quit, and that's the point.
Yeah, because also there were some teams that didn't finish in 2 hours. So teams of 2 adults, 2 kids didn't finish the 500 piece puzzle in 2 hours. And so that also made me realize, like, wow, this is actually a lot harder than I think. Like, I could do the puzzle myself in 50 minutes, but it takes 4 non-puzzlers not even 2 hours. It would take them more than 2 hours to finish the puzzle. So some people still stayed there after the time limit and then just had a cup of tea and then finished the puzzle. But we very easily overestimate the ability and the staying power of newbies. So yeah, afterwards I even thought, maybe a 300 piece puzzle would be good. So maybe I'll consider that next time, especially if it's younger people involved who just may not have, years of experience doing puzzles. Yeah, but well, let's see. I'm gonna look up I'm gonna see if I can contact the Estonians and see if we can get you connected. because we have a very enthusiastic puzzler with you and with the others, and it would be really good to see something happen, some more social puzzling and competitive puzzling happened in Estonia. So yeah, congratulations on 5th place today, Marcus.
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
So another top 6 place for you, and yeah, good luck. We'll see you hopefully at another competition soon.
A 1,000 piece one at the end of July.
Ooh, exciting!
Wow.
Yeah, and the only reason I forgot to buy one earlier.
That was the only solo available.
It's the only one that fits with my
with your schedule, yeah. Okay, well, good luck training for 1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Marcus.
Have a nice day.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
All right, so we what's still people puzzling, and Joanna is doing fantastic. She's only got about 15 pieces of sky left to do. We also have so Anna, Sals, Dora, April, Hannah, Aliska, Larissa, Amanda, and Richard still puzzling. So, oh yeah, Aliska was also, her pile is reducing. She's got about 20 pieces of buildings left. And Amanda also has about 20 to 30 pieces of buildings left to go. So yeah, keep on going, everyone. Doing great. We're only at 1 hour and 32 minutes. We've still got just over 27 minutes left to go. So I think most people have a very good chance of finishing in the time limit.
Yeah,
and
indeed.
Yeah, we'd like to chat with Elina from Latvia. She can tell us what is happening in Latvia with the Jigsaw Puzzle Club and how they're having every 2 weeks some social puzzling. Hi, Elina.
Hi, Elina.
Hi. Yes, about Latvia, we actually have been doing a lot since a year ago. We have 2 girls that started this initiative to make competitions. I have been participating in, I think, 5 of them. In July, we will have an 8th competition already. So yeah, it's been amazing, I would say. I also have seen Joanna, who is one of the organizers. She has been also participating in AGGs. And we also have Jana. They both started, I think they started somewhere after or before the Worlds, basically. And and for social puzzling, we do, as I mentioned, we do have the meetings as a puzzle club in the capital city in Riga, where everyone can join in the library, and it happens every second week on Saturdays. So that's really fun times. I have seen also families with kids coming, so it's amazing. I think it's really amazing to see that people are growing and learning. They are not doing most of the time. No one is doing speed puzzles in there, but it's just to come together, do maybe a big puzzle sometimes. So yeah, that's been really amazing for us to have it and to have a place as well, because I know that that's the most, I think that's the most problematic thing, that you don't have enough space and the tables and the light conditions and all that stuff.
So what kind of location do you use for your meetups and for the competitions? Because it looked like the competition was at a hotel or at a conference rooms.
Yeah. Most of the, all the competitions happens in hotels, in conference rooms, because that's the only place where we can have it mostly. We have had it have happened in multiple hotels, because we try it in one place. Then girls get the feedbacks. Usually we have to send back the feedback, how it was, the light condition and all that stuff. And then, and almost every time it has been changing. So, but I think we have probably found some best places to do it. And and also there's a lot of people coming in. So last time I heard that there was more people that wanted to participate, but there was not enough space, so they couldn't
Wow.
participate. So yeah, we have people coming from Lithuania, from Estonia as well. Also, I think there was in 2 of the competitions in pairs, there was even people from Spain. So it's, yeah, it is spreading around, I would say.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of activity going on there. So what happens at the social clubs meetups? Do people just bring some puzzles with them, or there are some puzzles provided, or you work on a large puzzle together? What is the arrangement there?
We bring our own puzzles mostly, because library doesn't give you any. So there is some kids puzzles in library, because there is like, I think there's a playroom for them or something like that. So there is some games for kids. So the small puzzles are available in there, but like 500,000, and I think the biggest ones I have seen, I think it was 2,000 ones, because there's not also enough time. I think we have around 4 hours only. So yes, but mostly speed puzzles take their puzzles there, and then people who are visiting library sometimes just goes by and looks and smiles, like comes in sometimes, and also like they are interested what's happening. So yeah, but yeah, we usually take our own, and I think it's a great thing to take your own puzzles, because it's a way you don't spend more money on new puzzles, so you can try somebody else's. So that's also, I think, a great thing to have. And we actually, in the Latvia, in the shops, we actually don't have that many puzzles at all, I would say. We mostly have Schmidt's, Clementoni's. I think it's everywhere. Ravensburger is not that in that many places. So usually if you want it, you have to order it somewhere online, I would say. But yeah, and we don't have like a separate puzzling shop like I have seen in for example, in Vienna last year. I went in Ravensburger puzzle shop. I was amazed how much puzzles is in there. And I was like, why don't we have such things in Latvia for now, at least?
Yeah, so and you said that sometimes families and kids come along too?
Yeah, in Puzzle Club, yeah, everyone can come. I have seen also people from different countries. I assume they are students from Erasmus who just visits library, and then they somehow see this, comes by the room and just sees it, and then yeah, they decide to come in and do puzzle as well. I have seen such things as well.
And
yeah.
How do you advertise it? How do people learn that this exists, apart from so people could walk by because it's in a public space, but do you have like posters around the city, or is it on different forums on Facebook?
We have a Latvian Jigsaw Puzzle page on Facebook and in Instagram. And we also have a web page just for Latvia puzzles. I think mostly speed puzzlers know about it. But also the library itself also sometimes like puts some reels or something in Instagram, so people who follow that page for library also sees it. So we are not advertising it like with posters in the city or anything like that, because there's not that much space. I think we can fit like up to 20, 30 people in that room. So so yeah, we still don't have as much space, but I have seen sometimes that it's like fully, like there's a lot of people in there as well. But we always find the space for everyone.
What we have been doing here is connecting with board game shops. We explain what we do and what type of competitions, and then they start to offer us their space for free if we want to meet up. So we have done as well, like those moments, like a Sunday afternoon, then we get it for free. So that works pretty good for us.
Nice. Yeah, we do have also like board game shops, but they don't, and I know we have board game competitions as well in Latvia, but they are usually also happens in like some clubs or pubs. So I don't think anyone wants to have puzzling in there because it's again there needs to be tables, a good light, and all that stuff. So for now, we have the only thing we have found is the library in capital city. And also regarding social puzzling, we have one woman who is a teacher. She was coming to these competitions, and she started in her school. She started these competitions for the kids. So that was really interesting. I think she had in December they did it. I'm not sure if it has already been another one or not, but the prize for the team was that they can come. Basically, last time when we had competition, previous month, the girls who won the contest, they came in because last time for the first time we had a group competition, because usually we have solos and pairs only. And last time it was the first time when we had group category. And then these girls came with the teacher and participated in the group. That was their prize. So that was also really interesting.
Oh, super cool.
Yeah, it was. And I think you could see in these kids' eyes that they were like super happy and amazed, and everyone was cheering. So it was really, really fun to see that. And the one more thing that I have seen that we are doing is puzzle meetings for seniors. I have seen at least one post about this. I'm not sure if it has happened again, but I know that that it was also one meetup for seniors to do puzzling together, just gather around and do puzzles. They had, I think there was a small ones, like 100 pieces or something. So they did that as well.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, because also I've noticed a few brands have produced larger piece sizes, and they call it like specifically for the seniors, or for people with like limited mobility. So they might have a 200 or 300 piece puzzles with larger piece size. And I even saw one company, Euro Graphics, I think it even came with a frame so that it doesn't like slide around too much. So especially if you're like an older person, maybe have like arthritis or something, that it's just not like, if you try to put the board together, it's not sliding, that it fits like nicely into the frame of the box. So I mean, I don't know anyone personally who uses them, but I can see that some of the brands are thinking about that, and that sounds really nice if somebody would organize an event or a meetup for older people, that they could do puzzles that are also easier for them to handle.
There is I know here in the Netherlands, there is this group who during COVID decided to open kind of puzzle library, and they focus specifically on Jan van Gasteren or puzzles with XL pieces, because they organize a lot of different activities for the elderly, and one of them is puzzling. So because I called them, I wanted to donate some puzzles, and then they explain me, and they receive my Jan van Gasteren or the XL because they said so. They are doing meetups. I don't know, to paint with numbers or things like this, but then they organize as well. Puzzling needs to be bigger pieces for the elderly. Yeah.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. So tell us, how did you get started with speed puzzling?
I was afraid to even start on it, but I've been puzzling since I was 1.5 years, but I was usually doing just casual puzzling. And then I knew about this world championship like 3 years ago. I heard about it first time, but then I never tried it. And then this year I will actually go for the first time to the Worlds.
Oh, nice. See you there.
Yes, we will meet. I'm still looking for the pairs category partner. So if anyone is interested, ping me. But yeah, I actually, when I first heard about that there's competitions happening in Latvia, that's where I somehow got courage to try it. And I actually participated in the first time I participated last summer in July. I didn't even try it at all. So I just came to the competition and tried to be as fast as I could. And I got second place in solo and second place in pairs. So yeah, I was totally shocked because without any trainings, I got this high placement. Yeah, that was quite amazing. And yeah, basically since then, it's been already a year since I'm doing this. And I enjoy it. My pain does not like it, but my back doesn't like it. But yeah, because I usually stand. I started with doing speeds with by sitting, but then I realized that I don't know. I just feel like I'm a bit faster when I'm standing. But yeah, the back is paining a lot. So, but yeah, and then I found out about AGGs, and I think I started somewhere in the winter's months. I think I started taking them, and yeah, that's how it has gone so far.
Mm-hmm. And have you managed to convince any of your friends or family members to also join speed puzzling?
I have tried. My family doesn't do puzzles except for my youngest sister. She is doing casual puzzling. I have tried to convince her. Maybe next time when I will compete, maybe I will get her to do the pairs with me, because my partner will no longer do speed puzzling. So for probably there will be another competition after summer. So I will need a pair partner. But yeah, I am trying. And sometimes when they visit me and see like the full closet with the puzzles, they're like, how many more do you need? Because it's like full. I don't have a place anymore for puzzles. But yeah, I still want to buy some and do them. I rarely give them away. I'm just not used to that, because I usually, when I buy them, if I choose them, then that's like a specific choice I make. I don't buy them just to train, for example, as some people do. If I like the image, I will buy it. With AGGs, you never know what you will get, but that's also a great experience, because sometimes you get like really, I'm really bad with busy puzzles. So those ones are like tricky ones for me, but at least I get them from these competitions.
Yeah, no, I mean, you did really well today, and I'm glad you discovered the EJJ, and hopefully, so you're in Latvia. So anyone interested in, you're looking for a partner for Worlds or for a Latvia competition?
Worlds, I need for Worlds. I have already asked twice. We have a group chat for everybody who is going this year, but still there's no reply. So I will probably try to find someone. I saw that in World's webpage, there is an option that you can sign yourself and just put the message that you're looking for a partner. So I will try to find somebody.
If you want, I can help you as well via the socials, because the community is really good. Yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Okay, I will do.
Thank you.
So what I did last year is I made a post on Instagram, and I just said, I'm looking for a pairs partner, doesn't matter what nationality.
Yeah.
I just wanted the opportunity to participate, and then somebody recommended somebody who they knew had decided to come but hadn't found anyone yet, and then so we joined up, and so you'll definitely find someone. You'll definitely find someone.
I will. I know I will. There's still time, so
yeah, definitely. All right. Well, thank you so much, Elina, for participating today and sharing
to talk to you.
Sharing what's happening in Latvia. Yeah, I think it's great. You've got a very kind of advanced group set up there. I think that's the most common that I've heard so far, is that there's two. Every 2 weeks there's a meetup. I've heard of some cities where there's a month, 1 month week, once per month. So I'm really impressed with how Latvia has been, leading the way in social puzzling there.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll meet up at Worlds. So come and say
Yes,
hi.
definitely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks, Elina. Have a good day.
Bye. And I love your blue hair.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right. So we have 3 people still puzzling. We have Richard James. He's got about 25 pieces of orange, pink and orange to go. And we have Anna, who's doing... Oh, okay. She's turned her puzzle sideways. So I thought it was the top border, but it's actually the top. It's actually the sky section. And Dora has done a great job. She's done the sky. She's done the pink and orange buildings, and got more of like the yellow and greens to go. But yeah, we still have 9 minutes. So I wanted to read some of the comments that we received from our participants, because there's lots of nice ideas there about how we can make puzzling more social, how we can just get, start a conversation about puzzling with other people, and yeah, basically get out more. So let me just sort my spreadsheet again. So the first comment was from Aaron. You can always expect a funny comment from Aaron. He says what we need is alcohol. Well, in America, like I said before, they do breweries. There is a big culture in Minnesota of puzzling at breweries. And I'm sure there are other groups that meet with a glass of wine for puzzling, and that makes it more social, I'm sure. So what did Amanda say? Oh yeah, I just want to mention Amanda just finished a minute ago. She said, I'm so pleased to have finished. I had knee replacement surgery 9 days ago and wasn't sure if I should enter this, but it has been something to look forward to while recovering. The colors on the puzzle are similar to the range of bruising on my knee. Ha ha. Oh no. So yeah, well, I'm glad, Amanda, that you could participate today, even if you're not feeling the best, and still have some bruising from your surgery. But yeah, you managed to finish within the time limit, and yeah, well done for that. But Amanda said, I love puzzling with others, but getting together is not always easy. Having the online option is fantastic. The competitions are exciting, but would also like to meet for casual puzzling. Yeah. So Amber from New Zealand. So unfortunately, Amber wasn't here today. She did register for it. I don't know if, something came up that she couldn't participate. But there is a lot of meetups already in New Zealand, and she said that set up puzzling groups at local community centres, arrange more community events where people can come along and work together on a larger puzzle. And I know that in New Zealand they did organise an event where they had a large puzzle. Maybe it was like a 9,000 piece or a 12,000 piece puzzle, and then anybody could just come by over a weekend and puzzle for as long as they want. If they want to puzzle for an hour, they could, or if they could puzzle for 4 hours, they also could. Have you done any large puzzles in the Netherlands?
I hear a helicopter. I don't know if you hear the noise. Apologies if so. There is a board game shop that every Thursday they meet to specifically do huge puzzles. You know, this Educa. Richard just finished. Congrats, Richard.
Congrats, Richard.
They do that, but then not inside the shop, because indeed you need a lot of space. So they hire like a sports centrum, something, and then they focus on finishing these big puzzles. But that can take 6 months or something, because you are just invited to pass by and put some pieces. Yeah, maybe Richard wants to talk with us. Huh? He's smiling.
Richard, do you want to chat for a moment?
Yes, of course, Michelle. Oh, that was a struggle.
Yeah, I mean, but you finished, because this is the second time you've finished in the time limit?
Third, I think.
Oh, congrats.
Congrats.
I was only just under, and today the same. And then last time when we did the Martinique puzzle, it was an hour and a half or just under my best ever time.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, no, that's right. The Martinique, you did really well with that one. Yeah. So are you doing any social puzzling where you are in Brussels?
No, and I wish I were. It's not something I've managed to either find if it exists, and I doubt it does, or yet find time to try and get going myself. I've got one or two ideas, that I might try to develop, with local libraries and, sort of ludothèques, as they're called, these places where people go to play games. But it's like everything else, isn't it? If you're starting it from nothing, it's a lot of time and effort, and you find yourself just thinking, oh well, I'll try next month, or maybe the month after. But listening to everybody talking about how they've met other people socially to puzzle, I'm ever so envious. So I feel a bit more inspired now to try and do something.
Mm.
Competitions are great, but one doesn't want to be competing all the time, or I don't anyway. It's more about the fun of puzzling, and always has been for me. This is just an extra dimension.
Are you part of the Benelux group on Facebook? Do you use Facebook?
I do use Facebook, yes, and we have a speed puzzling Belgium group, and I know there's is it for the Netherlands or is it for Benelux? I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
Well, I think you are in the Benelux. That was the original idea before we ever had or a Belgium or a Dutch. And this is how I met you, by the way, at Worlds, because recognize your name. We were waiting for collecting our IDs.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we still have the two groups open, the Benelux and then the Netherlands, because we would like to evolve from the individual associations to the full group. So we are still posting both.
Yeah.
But maintaining both is sometimes time consuming, as you might understand. And the thing is, like at Worlds, they ask us to Belgium and to the Netherlands first to establish each country association, and then to grow to the Benelux. Now they have the Scandinavian have the Nordics.
Yes.
Yeah. So we decide, let's say, the activities on Benelux to put it a little bit on pause, to give chance to grow our own in the Netherlands, the Belgian one, and then we're talking with Catherine about the Luxembourgish one. But we don't drop the idea, and then we believe that with the Benelux concept, we can do even more social in the future. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That would be great. I know there's a lot goes off in the Netherlands, isn't there? People meeting up for, sort of afternoons of puzzling.
Yeah. We try to do something online about every 6 weeks, depending on how busy the person is. And then, for example, I connect to do status about how is it going with the association, etc. And then we just puzzle online to chat and talk. Yeah, simple.
Is that just for Dutch people then? Or
No. Everybody is free to join. So what you need is to keep an eye on the posts we do. And then there is normally a voting moment where you say, okay, this and this and this day or time, and then you join, and that's it. And then the organizer sends a link. And we always suggest a puzzle, but if you don't have it, it's not that you must buy it. You can come as well and join with another one, because it's more social, let's say.
So we have coming up to 10 seconds on the clock. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. So well done, Anna and Dora, for participating. And Anna, so close. You just had the sky left to do. Did really great. I think this is Anna's first competition. Anna from United States, and we have one of our regulars, Dora, and Paddington Bear from Switzerland. So you can let us know in the chat how many pieces you have. So that might be an option, Richard, is to maybe start with a Belgian group, just to meet online. Everybody does their own puzzle and you just chat and just get to know each other and maybe talk about a particular topic. Because that's what they were doing in the Netherlands, is they just start by somebody says, oh, I'm going to do this puzzle. If you have this puzzle, then join in. I think it was more speed puzzle training, but I know other people do it without the training aspect. They just said, I'm going to be doing this puzzle. If you want to at the same time, you can do the same puzzle. If you don't have it, just pick any puzzle and we just talk and puzzle at the same time.
Connect, exactly.
Yeah. And maybe then you can just find out a bit more about what people are doing in Belgium, where they are located. Maybe you'll see someone at the same event in the future, maybe looking for a team. I think the hardest part is the first step.
Yes.
Always in life, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And are you joining Worlds this year, Richard?
Yes, and I'll be in Budapest next week in the baking beats.
Very nice.
Just for the fun of it. I mean, I know I won't finish the puzzles, but I just like being involved.
Yeah, and that's the feeling of the community. It's very energizing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great. Are you in Budapest, Daniela? Or?
No. I haven't been able to practice for Worlds because I was organizing the Dutch National.
Oh, right.
And then, it was like 2 weeks ago. So today I am starting to practice with my pairs that you know him because you puzzle with Roald in Belgium.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes, he was my partner for the Belgian Championships.
Correct. So I'm meeting him later today. Yes, to start practicing for Worlds.
In my regard.
Of course, I will do.
And then, see, we're all connected one way or another.
Yes.
Yes.
With my pairs to know him because you puzzle with Roald. Yes, the Belgian champ. I think, Dora already wrote.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it then, ladies. Thank you ever so much for today, and see you at the next one, if not before. Are you in Budapest, Michelle, or not?
You are on mute, Michelle?
Unfortunately not, but I'm going to see you in Trier.
Okay, yes, looking forward to that already.
Yeah, and Marcus just mentions that the pile of your stack looks a bit frightening, so it's getting quite high. It's kind of leaning. It's kind of leaning.
Like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, isn't it?
Yeah. How high does it go?
Not that high. You can. Maybe a little bit. It's. I'm 5'10". It's maybe 6'2".
Okay. Very nice. All right. Well, good luck with your trip to Budapest, and hopefully it's not this hot in the competition hall. Yeah, and well done on finishing today under the time limit. All right. Thanks everyone, and thanks to those following on YouTube. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye.
Bye.